Hey, welcome to match number 4 of Abzan tokens. This hand contains some good ways to slow down the game, Anointed Procession, some good late game, and treasure map to hopefully help us get our land drops. So this hand looks good. Weaknesses would be to... So this looks like the mono black aggro deck. Unfortunately, Sacred Cat not the best in a head-to-head fight against Vicious Conquistador, but it is quite good against the deck in general. So I'll go ahead and attack with Sacred Cat. Given that he didn't play a 2-drop, I'm kind of expecting a Fatal Push. Downside to attacking is he could have a Ruin Raider next turn and just have like a hand loaded full of 3s, but I'm kind of expecting more Fatal Push than Ruin Raider and handful of 3s. And so I'd rather have him Fatal Push the cat, which I can embalm for 1, than the Anointer Priest, so there's a decent chance that he pushes it now. And, you know, gaining 1 life is not the worst thing in the world. So he didn't push it. So maybe he is going for the turn 3 Ruin Raider and has no other 1 or 2 drops. But no, he does have the push and was saving it for the Anointed Priest. And holding the Sacred Cat back would have been bad anyways, because it would have just gotten pushed when I double blocked the Vicious Conquistador. Yahini. That thing is going to get big. That thing's going to get real big. And is nice. Play a Sacred Cat. And the treasure map. Next turn, I probably Anointed Procession. And then I can embalm Anointed Priests. Start embalming. Okay, so the real question here is, do I attack with both cats this turn or not? Or, actually no, do I attack with 1 cat? Given that I'd only attack with 1 cat, this cat would have no decent blocks. I think I hold back both cats and double block Yahini, forcing him to sacrifice a creature, probably Vicious Conquistador or another creature that he plays. Or he Fatal Pushes, which is another fine outcome. Rihini is rapidly going to get so big that basically I'm just chump blocking it every turn, but I think I'm going to be able to get a pretty large supply of chump blockers once I've got this Anointed Procession online. Especially if I can keep drawing lands and can go like turn 5, embalm Anointer Priest, and embalm a Sacred Cat for 4 tokens, and then, you know, play a Vraska on a few turns later. So start is nice. I think I want land, but start is a good start. So we take 7 down to 9 here. I don't think I have the mana to actually use the treasure map for the foreseeable future. Evolving Wild's not really what I want to see. So I think I embalm a cat and start. And then next turn I embalm Anointer Priest and a cat. Oh shit, shit, shit. Okay. Remember to actually embalm embalm the Sacred Cat, because start is instant speed, but embalm is not. That's fine. That's also fine. Let me fetch out a land. So he does that. Yahini gets big. He attacks with both of these. I start. After I tap correctly, that is. I double block the Rune Raider to kill it, and I chump the Yahini. I keep one warrior token around. If I draw land next turn, I can Vraska and plus for 2 pirates. I think that's good. So let's see, do I want to start play Vraska and start plussing? Or so if he has Fatal Push and draws another Fatal Push, then Vraska is bad. You know, I mean, as awesome as Vraska is, I think the longer this game goes, the safer I am. And the best way to make sure that I get as much time as possible is to embalm the Anointed Priest this turn, and then embalm the Sacred Cats, and just gain a bunch of life, get a bunch of chump blockers, start activating the map, and then next turn, when I have tons of chump blockers and a bigger life cushion, I can start worrying about Vraska. So I'm not worried about running out of value, so I don't need to get the Planeswalker out there sooner. And this way I get to use the map, and put a counter on it, and probably, I don't know what I'd scry at the top. I don't actually care to attack with the warrior. I just want as many chump blockers as possible. Okay, sure, I have an enormous Yahini. Just scry. Don't care for Fumigate. Yahini can get indestructible anyways. Might as well just keep my army of chump blockers. Ooh, another Vraska. And there I just sit back behind a bunch of chump blockers until I can ult Vraska and insta-kill him. So that's good. Okay, against black. Angel of Sanctions does seem alright, as does Fumigate. They don't have a lot of haste, so Authority of Consuls is not quite as impressive. Vraska, I think Vraska is a little on the expensive side. I think I can side out an Anointed Procession. And maybe I'd side out the treasure map. I don't really have a lot of time to activate treasure maps. Call that good. Okay, so on the draw against this deck, really just looking for a bunch of Sacred Cats and Anointer Priests, I think. When I was experimenting with mono black aggro, one of the cards I was really thinking about was Make Obsolete from Kaladesh. I believe it's a 1 black 2 generic instant that gives all your opponent's creatures -1/-1. I like it a lot better than something like Lost Legacy, I think, because the mono black aggro deck, uh, it's really looking to end the game as soon as possible, so you're not concerned so much about the long-term value that your opponent can get out of something like I guess this is keepable. It's got lands and a Fatal Push, and I'd rather not get mana screwed. So the mono black aggro deck is really looking to end the game as soon as possible, so you're not worried about long-term value of things like an Anointed Procession, and certainly not to the point where you'd like to throw a card and 3 mana to get rid of it. But if you play the what do you call the card I just mentioned, Make Obsolete, that can give you the 1 turn of breaking through that you need to win the game against a thing like tokens, and it's also good against any other kind of go wide deck. Just, I don't know, something to think about. Do I want to take 3 damage here? No. No, I don't want to spend. Darn. I was kind of expecting land into Ruin Raider, and then I wanted to revolt with the Renegade map and push the Ruin Raider. As it is now, I think I'm gonna push that, having taken 3 damage. Maybe I shouldn't have pushed that turn, but him only having another Scrapheap Scrounger means that I'm not too inclined to keep it. And then I'm, okay, that was a mistake. I should have cracked the map on my upkeep so that when I draw it in stockpile. Man, I'm making all sorts of mistakes. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. So now I just gave him Revolt for the Bone Picker. Ugh. Well, this game went south. I saw him not play the 3rd land. I was like, oh, well, if he's playing Scrapheap and not a 3rd land, he must have nothing, but clearly not the case. Oh well, live and learn, I guess. So, Fumigate would be real nice. I would like a Fumigate. I'm gonna cast out... Just gonna cast out the Bone Picker. Since Bone Picker is the only thing here I can't potentially jump block. There's an argument to casting out the Scrapheap Scrounger, but he already has a Scrapheap Scrounger, so that's less important. Man, I can't believe I forgot about Bone Picker. Ugh. Fumigate was a pretty good draw there, though. What did he reveal? He revealed a Duress, so he's going to Duress out my Vraska, and I'm going to have nothing. Ugh. I'm the cat. Okay, so... set up to Revolt a Fatal Push on the Aether Sphere Harvester next turn, so I'm taking... he can reanimate both of his Scrapheap Scroungers. Alright, alright. Evolving Wild's not what I wanted. There's nothing that I can block, so might as well start getting some lifelink damage. Kind of curious. I guess he's holding off until now to bring back the other Scrounger. I think I will Revolt and Fatal Push the Aether Sphere Harvester, not a Scrounger. This doesn't look good. I guess I could have... Whatever. Him having one more energy is not going to matter at all. Is there anything that can get me out of this? I don't know. Certainly not discard, whatever it is. Anointed Priest doesn't do it. I take 2 to... Not coming back from that. Alright, alright. Less embarrassing misplays this time. How do I feel about the cards that I'm playing? I think this setup is good. Maybe I shouldn't be taking out the 4th Anointed Procession or the treasure maps. Maybe I'm lacking a little bit too much in the late game. But at the same time, I don't feel like I need more than 1 Anointed Procession to beat black. I kind of just need the 1. Oh yes, this hand is good. It's got a bunch of early interaction. I can flip a Legion's Landing. Oh yeah. So I'm going to lead on Sacred Cat because I'm happier to trade off Sacred Cat than the... No. I should lead on Vampire Token. Because Vampire Token, if he plays any 1-drop, any 1-drop that has 1 toughness, he's less likely to trade it off, I feel, with the Vampire Token than he is to try to attack back. So I play Legion's Landing, and I get the 1/1 Vampire Token, and then on my turn 2 I attack with it, and he doesn't block with his 1-drop, and then I play a Sacred Cat to block his 1-drop. So here, I don't expect him to block his 1-drop onto the Vampire Token, which is the thing that I want alive compared to the Sacred Cat, because the Sacred Cat has a bomb. And now I cast Sacred Cat, and I get to block the Night Market Lookout, which is the whole plan all along. Between Renegade Map and Evolving Wilds, which do I want to play? Evolving Wilds, because I'm not likely to want... yeah, because Renegade Map is better to have slightly later. So he doesn't do anything with the Night Market Lookout. I'll fetch out a Swamp, I guess. Okay, so I'm going to attack it with 1. I'll just attack with both, and then I'll start if he attacks with the Night Market Lookout and block his guy, and then I'll still have 3 blockers, 3 attackers to flip the Legion's Landing on the next turn. So now he crews Heart of Kirin with the Scrap Heap Scrounger. I don't Fatal Push it this turn and take 4. Oh. Well, I'll still take 4. And then I'll start Flip Legion's Landing, and I'll be able to do all the other stuff. Session, that's quite nice. So, attack with everything. Thank you, Warriors, for having Vigilance. And then Procession. I don't really care for casting Renegade that map this turn because I want to Fatal Push the Heart of Kieran. And then next turn I can start pumping out 2 lifelinks per turn. And I have a finish as well if I need to use it. This looks quite good. Duress. Do I want to Fatal Push the Night Market Lookout and lose the Renegade map? I'm just gonna get the...